Job 25. Then Bildad the Shuhite answered, Dominion and awesome might belong to God. He establishes peace in his heights. Can his armies be numbered? On whom does his light not rise? How then can a human being be righteous before God? How can one born of a woman be pure? If if even the moon is not bright and the stars are not pure as far as he is concerned, how much less a mortal man who is but a maggot, a son of a man who is only a worm. All right, that's a short one there for 25. So Bildad the Shuhite answers, Dominion and awesome might belong to our God. He establishes peace in his heights, and his armies be numbered? The answer is no. Of whom does his light not rise? The answer is nobody. So he's taking some things that are going to be true. He's going to take some things that are true and then argue in a way that is not true. Like, this is nothing new that people do this. People still do this today. They take one truth and they argue in a direction that is not going to be truth. It's easy to do. So how then can human beings be righteous before God? See, here's his jump. You can't number God's armies, and the light of God shines on everyone, so humans cannot be righteous. His straight-up answer to Job's claim that he is right with God, he is in right relationship, he has not failed in his worship of God, he has not failed in his relationship with God. His answer is everyone does. Everyone fails. Everyone falls short. And what is his proof? Because you can't number God's armies. Like, these things, they're not corresponding. It's not like, oh, you can't number God's armies, so his army is bigger than everyone's. That's not the logic that he goes to. It's like, you can't number God's armies, and God's light shines on everyone because he's created the light, and everyone's within the realm of where he created. Therefore, his light shines on everyone. So therefore, you can't be righteous. Like, what? Those things are not corollary, okay? Neither of your examples relate to each other. The number of God's army and there being light on everyone, these things don't even relate to each other. You're giving two facts and trying to argue a third point. They're non sequiturs, buddy. They're non sequiturs. So how then can a human being be righteous before God? How can one born of a woman be pure? Bildad here does not come up with a new expression. Rather, he simply uses what Eliphaz has said in Job 4. So he's returning to the argument that's already been mentioned in Job 4 and in Job 15. We've already had this. We're going to go back to an argument. You couldn't refute it. Anyone born of a woman ain't pure. You're sinful from birth. That's how it is. If even the moon is not bright and the stars are not pure as far as he is concerned, where's he getting the idea that the sun, moon, and stars are not pure? Well, that's not pure light because it's not God. I don't know where he's getting the argument of they're not pure. But it must be some common phrase and sense that it's not pure. The sun, the moon, the stars, all that God's created is not pure. Then how could people be? How much less a mortal man who is but a maggot, a son of a man who is only a worm? We are but worms, and we are pale in comparison to God. Therefore, since we are small and insignificant, you're a sinner. His logic does not follow. Like this, let me give you a really bad example. You watch, you see that I have hats on stream here. You also see that I have fish when we go over and we look at the fish. Therefore, you are eating peanut butter and jelly today. What? What do hats and fish have to do with peanut butter and jelly? Nothing. Nothing. You're going to have peanut butter and jelly on toast. Let me give it more specific. And not only toast, it's going to be sourdough toast. I'm just sensing it because of the color of the hat. It matches the color of the hat. The toast is going to be this color, and the peanut butter is going to be this color. And I don't know what the jelly is going to be. Maybe the jelly is going to be the color of my shirt. Like, they don't make any sense together. Like, he's just throwing things together, saying, this is true, this other thing must also be true. And I'm like, no, man. Like, they don't.